Good evening, everybody. I hope that you are well. It is Sunday the 7th, doing something a little bit different today. I am hopefully going to be supporting Kuro with his 1 hour endurance race. For the moment, though, I am just going to have a look at the rooms and see what's going on, because I hear that there is a little bit of a delay and a bit of a lag in some of the rooms and things this evening. And interestingly, I am even struggling to set up. In fact, I think my PS5 Gran Turismo 7 has just crashed. So Kuro, yeah, my friend, issues. I think you can say issues. I'm actually going to try and reboot my PlayStation. You just got to love it when you set up an event like this and the technology lets you down. I was hoping to get about 15 to 20 minutes running before we drop into Kuro's stream, because I haven't got a clue about tyres, I haven't got a clue about strategy, I haven't got a clue about how the cars run. It's just, yes, I was hoping to get a little bit of a jump on everybody, but not happening. So I am literally just, as you can see there, just rebooting the PlayStation and just see what's going on. All a bit strange. Everything is all set up properly. I'm just going to check and make sure I'm on my wired LAN, which is all good. I'm just going to test the connection and just see if I'm getting what I normally get. MZ, I hope you have a good flight home. Hope that all is good. So we're all good. Just going to test it. Have a look and see what is happening. Bones, good evening, my friend. M1M, good evening. Quite a few people jump in the room. Obviously, things are a little bit different today. I'm looking good on the network. So let's come down to PlayStation and Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, I'm not lobby racing tonight. I'm not hosting lobbies. I'm hoping to take part in Kuro's. And I was hoping, I did set up a little room where I was going to show a little bit of practice myself. But that plan is all going to pot right now. Seji, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's all going to pot a little bit. And I don't quite know what to say. We've obviously got about 12 minutes before we jump into Kuro's room. I think basically I'm going to have to forego the little bit of practicing and testing that I wanted to do, and we could well be going into this a little bit blind in a very, very fast car and in potentially wet weather, which is going to be interesting. Now I can come down, I can select these, but I cannot create a new room. And I cannot get across to see what rooms there are. And at this point, I'm now crashed again. Yep. Kuro, going to be interesting tonight, my friend. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to sit and leave it on this screen. It was interesting. I could move up and down through the room search menu. But as soon as I tried to go across to show full rooms or show only rooms with friends, just died. Yeah, Bones, I wasn't able to create a room. Clicking on the create new room button killed it too. So I'm not able to find any rooms. I'm not able to create any rooms. Do you know, Telephony Digital really have got to get this problem sorted out. They really, really do. And I've been so looking forward to this one. Or later, gosh, I just had the strongest, hottest cup of tea ever, and it was good. Well, where's mine? Send it in the post. So an unexpected error has occurred, which is what we used to have before. So I can now move up and down, but I cannot get across to the rooms, and yeah, I can't go left, right, and create room just does nothing. G-Dad, hi all, lobby's been up the pictures since yesterday, I believe. Tom, yeah, I've got an empty screen. I can't do anything. I can't create rooms. I can't show any rooms. There's supposed to be one of 36 pages, but there's just nothing showing at all. And I can go up and down the menu, the room search menu, but as soon as I go into create new room, it just crashes out. I am going to just do a reboot of the PS5 just to see if that makes any difference. I did that a moment ago and it made no difference. I'm not expecting it to do anything. Kuro, last night there was issues as well. Whether it's got to do with a lot of people doing the manufacturer's cut, seems to be very, very popular, that series. Maybe the servers have been overloaded. Maybe there's other issues. I really don't know. But this is eating into the stream time. It's eating into racing time. It's eating into everything, which is a real shame. Just going to make sure that I am on. Come on, controller. There we go. Let me just make sure that I'm on the right network, which I am. We come down into PlayStation. So GT7. After a lot of minutes, there will appear only 3 lobbies. This is a shame. We've got 8 minutes, PD, to sort this out. 8 short minutes. Well, the fact that everybody's got the same issue, at least it looks like it's going to be a server issue rather than anything that is on my side. M1M keeps getting the error code. Kuro, we're going to have to save this for another day, my friend. Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. I just apologise, guys, for wasting your time. You're sitting here wanting to see some racing, and we're just sitting here watching a blank screen, which is never fun for anybody. And it is exasperating for those of us that put these events together. You promote them, you get people geared up to run them, you get your cars ready, and boom, nothing. Right, I'm not going to click the create room, new room button this time. I can go up and look at the page and the options. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so from the create new room button, I cannot move right. But if I go left, I can get up to the options button. Now I can then go across to credits. And then if I do right again, it will come down, show only rooms with friends. But if I check that, try and click it, nothing happens. Kuro, at the moment, I can't even get in to see anything. I'm trying to click on the show only rooms with friends button. Let me just put this, I'll put this large so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Ungrown, welcome to the stream, my friends. Lobbies have been very lucky lately. Baz, same for him last night. I've got the error again. So show any rooms for friends is now checked. But obviously nothing is showing. Oh, this is a real shame. Ireland, I've restarted my PS5 twice already. This is the third time I've tried after rebooting. And it was fine earlier on because I actually set up a test room earlier on this morning and it was absolutely hunky-dory. Ada's got an even worse issue. My PS5 won't find my LAN. Ireland Grown, can't wait for the next update. Do you know, I don't think this is an update issue. I think this is a hardware issue. I think they've got server issues. Collie to Tom, I can't see any rooms, but let's see if anybody else can. Hopefully other people can. Kuro, my lobby is up. And it's going to be full before I even get into it. So I'm not going to be racing tonight. I could see this coming. I'm not going to be racing tonight. So Wayne, try American server. Mine is on. I don't have an American account. Kuro's got nobody in it by him. Kuro, for what it's worth, I can't create a room. I also can't see any rooms. And at this point now, my PlayStation has frozen again. Orbulator, good shout. But I did actually do a reboot 5 minutes before I actually logged on, which is something I'm starting to do every night now just to clear everything out. So and the fact that everybody else is saying they're having issues, I don't think that's the case. Andy Sav, hey Mitchell, wasn't working last night from 8 till 10. Then I was in a lobby for 4 hours. Okay, Kuro, so the idea is we postpone this until 10 o'clock. And unfortunately, I have to pick up my daughter at 10 o'clock. So again, that's going to not work for me. I've got both check boxes ticked now. How's that happen? Yeah, not good. Kuro, are you getting anybody in the room yet? So I've gone into this screen. I haven't even got a cursor now. I think the lobbies are broken significantly. And interestingly, look at my credits. 26, 611, 911. Maybe we should ring 911. See if we can get the American authorities on it. Black Fury, lobbies are balked, Mitchell. Yeah. Faz just tried the US servers. They're the same. Drak Fury, I have a Simsa multi-class championship tonight. Good luck with that. Hopefully it'll work out for you and you'll get a run and you'll get a good result. Orbulator, been a massive spike in server down connection on the Down Detector website. Spiked in the last hour. Oh, Drak, you're doing comms. Okay, it's not racing. Kuro, if you go to the GT7 official website, it says servers have encountered a problem. Houston, it looks like we have a problem. Thank you. Doesn't look like we're going to be racing tonight.
Why?
The servers are all down. Which is a real shame because Kuro's had this planned for ages. We were well up for it.
Oh dear.
And sorry, I'm just talking to my other half. Everybody say hello to Joanna.
Hello.
Oh, not good.
That's okay. You can carry on with all my jobs.
Yes, thank you. Go away. Bye-bye. Oh, lost my glove now. There it is. So Faz is off to do ACC. Yeah, she does all my licenses. She does all my challenges. You know, when I put a hot lap in, it's actually Joe that does it, not me. Bones has got rooms showing up now. Okay, I can move around the screen, but only the menu. I cannot get across to show only the rooms unless I go that route. And then I get an unexpected error has occurred. Okay, so if we are getting some progress, I'm going to go for another restart of the PS5 and see what happens. Bones has got room showing up. Andy says, give me hope, Joanna. Trac. Secret Stig. Yeah, she is my secret Stig. Definitely. Maybe I could do some replays. I bet sport mode works. Yep, probably does. Bones, I find if I leave it without clicking anything, it comes on after a while. Okay. My controller's a little bit slow to hook up, if I'm honest. Oh, I'm sorry about this, guys. I would imagine, Andy, that the lobbies are running on different servers to the daily races. That would be my guess. It's only a guess. But it's the lobby races that we want to do tonight. M1 is leaving the lobbies and going back in, but still nothing. Obolator, best laid plans, Mitch. Hey, they're not my plans. You can blame Kuro for this one. It's got nothing to do with me. Oh, dear. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. What's the plan, Kuro? Have you got anybody in your room? Or are we dead? Right. I'm not going to touch anything now. It's 1932. Whoa. Now we get some rooms. Okay. So massive, massive, massive delay. Huge delay. At least we have got something now. Okay, so at the moment I've just checked the box to show it only rooms with friends. And interesting, we've now got 40 pages of rooms. So it's pretty popular tonight. There's a lot of people on. Kuro, I think we should postpone this and do it at midnight. What do you say? That isn't a sensible suggestion. Some of us have got work in the morning. Now you know why I don't do Gran Turismo at the weekend. Too many people on. It's interesting. Look at all these rooms. Only one person in each of the rooms. That's unusual. and I've completely frozen up again. I can't even move around the screen. So whether it's trying to communicate to the server, I don't know. Yeah, Kuro, it's interesting. I don't know if you can see on my screen, but I've got 5 rooms up on page 1, and every single one of them have only got 1 person in the room, which is really unusual. Very unusual. And as soon as I try and move around the screen, it just freezes. I think we're either going to need to postpone this and do it another night, or postpone it and try again a bit later. Yeah, Jack, it's going to be the host that's in them. That's what I'm saying. I think that those are all rooms that have been set up with the host sitting there and nothing happening. I'm sort of tempted to drop in and create my own room and see what happens, but for the moment I just want to try and get to see if I can see Kuro's room. And I can't even scroll through the 40 pages to see if we can find him that way. And then just see if we could actually get into the room. Because if it's just a case of waiting, then at least we know what we've got to do. But for the moment, I've just got nothing. I've got no response to my controller whatsoever right now. Oh, there we go. Unexpected errors occurred. And again, as soon as I try and change the page, it's just frozen again. Dan, welcome, my friend. It's all server side. Yes, I think we are realizing that it is all server side. Marco has the same problem. Dan, come out and back in, Mitchell. I have now rebooted 4 times and I've got the same problem every single time. At the moment, I'm going to wait until we get the error message again, because at the moment I'm frozen. I can't do anything at all. I can't move around. I can't come out. I can't do anything. None of the buttons are working at this point. If I do get some sort of response on the controller, I will come out and come back in again. But I think Kuro is saying he's only got 1 person in his room, which is himself. And I'm looking at these rooms on the screen right now, and I've got on the big screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. And nothing. And that's interesting. Look, that's now jumped to page 4 of 3 with a blank screen. I think you can safely say PD have got some sort of issue going on. Bones has just joined somebody else's room. Okay. Right. We're going to restart the PS5. Marco, do you have a PS4 or 5? I've got a PS5. I just restarted and still slow or not responding. This is going to be, I'm losing count now, the 4th or 5th time that I have tried to restart my PS5. That's a very good call. Could well be denial of service attacks. But then you would have thought they would have done that on the days when you've got everybody doing the manufacturers, when they've got a big event going on. And I'm not actually convinced it's even PD, Gran Turismo, because at this point, even my PS5 is slow. So the controller connecting is extremely slow. Oh, the conspiracy theory. I don't subscribe to this. Mind, the conspiracy theory last time this happened was that Sony hosts PlayStation Network on Microsoft servers, and this all started to happen when Forza came out. And the idea was that they were crippling Gran Turismo to get people to use Forza because nobody was going on Forza. And I did like it. It did make me giggle when that was suggested. It did make me giggle. I am not for one moment suggesting that is the case, and I'm not one to start a conspiracy theory, but it did make me giggle. It really did. And so it's interesting that Drax put out there exactly all those Forza drivers. It's just reminded me. Oh dear. Oh, everybody's saying Forza's dreadful, but I see that, you know, Rory's still running Forza and a few others are running Forza and they seem to rave about it. But I do also see quite a few people coming back from Forza to Gran Turismo. So I think there's more of a traffic coming back than there is going to. Right, should I create a new room or should I try and view Kuro's room? I'm going to see, I can move around the menu. At the moment, I cannot. Oh, now we've got the rooms up. That was quicker. Again, we've only got one person in each of the rooms. We'll go show only rooms with friends. Come on, fingers crossed, toes crossed. I'd cross my eyes if I could see the screen at the same time. Bones, that's a good call. I should have tried to enter one of these random ones, shouldn't I, on the screen? The thing gets me is, if PD know they've got a server issue, and if it is just the lobbies that are broken, then it would be nice if you had little messages that came out now saying, we've got an issue, we're working on it, come back in an hour, come back in 2 hours, or whatever. What gets me is all the lack of communication in game. I know you can go on the website and look at server issues and server status and stuff like that, but we're in the game. Why can't they pop up a little message that says, we've got a problem, we're working on it? It would be so nice. You know, I work in the industry, IT industry in sales, and, you know, communication is key. As long as you communicate with people, everything's hunky-dory. Lack of communication is my biggest bugbear. It really is. PD really don't communicate. They do not communicate. Could be a PSN issue with looking up the friends list. It could be. It could well be. In which case, what we'll do in a moment is I can either try and scroll left and right. Well, not left, but scroll right and see if we can find Kuro, although there's 40 pages. Or I can try and enter one of these lobbies. I'm just a bit concerned the fact that they're all just single numbers. That does not bode well. Kuro's lobby's died. So I've checked it off. I can now move down and through. I'm going to try and create a new room. Ooh! We will load the settings. Kuro event practice lobby. We're going to load that. And I'm going to create a room. I'm just doing one as well, Kuro. So the room is now, he says we've got blanks. Okay, so the room is now live. I mean, I'm just doing this so that everybody can see. But we are actually live on Mitchell Morgan YouTube Live. It would be very interesting to see if any of you guys can see my room. And I've got somebody joining, Kuro. Multisanti, it would be good, but this is not my event. Collar de Tom is in my room. Did you find me quite quickly, Tom? Right, this is the key thing. As Kuro said, can anybody see Kuro's? Kuro, do you want me to come out of this? Or do you want me to leave mine live for the moment? I mean, I do not want to hijack Kuro's evening. That is not the aim here. Pretty fast. I'm thinking I'm going to come out of this. And I'm going to come out of this room. Yeah, I'm going to quit that room. And I'm going to dive in and see if we can find Kuro's. Maybe we're getting to the end of that glitch. Not a lot is going on at the moment. Okay, so show only rooms with friends. Let's just sit and wait a moment. Do you know, if I actually get this working and I get there and find there's 16 runners in Kuro's room, I'm going to throw something out the window. Oh, come on. Work. Please just work. Jack through. Do you use the live stream voice? No. No, I don't. Whoa! We've got Kuro's room. It's all in red, so you can't miss it. Joining room. Bones is in. I'm in. Okay, so pray tell me what I need to buy some tyres. We're in. All right. let's see what, if anything, happens. Faz, it is specific specific cars, so it's not even GR1. It is the GR1s from the late 80s to early 90s. I have listed the cars on my Discord. So basically, I don't really want to. I can cut. Can I? If I just come out here, exit out of there for a second. If I go into the settings, change car, you can run the Porsche 962, the Sauber C9, the XJR-9 Jaguar, and the Mazda 787. There might be a fifth car. I'm not sure if I've got them all, but those are the 4 cars that I've got that I can run. Ready to game says 787B all the way. Well, I am actually running the Porsche because I've got the livery sorted out and it's gunged up. Next, evening Mitchell. Hope the race gets going and have fun, everyone too. Yep, it's all a bit iffy at the moment. One of the things I do want to do is want to have a look at the see how the racing soft tyres fare as far as wear is concerned. Could be a bit quiet for the moment because I have got no clue how this car runs on here. I was expecting to be on at 7 to do a few runs, so I didn't look like a complete idiot when I joined the room. Alas, that plan has completely gone out the window. Oh, no mirrors at all. No mirrors whatsoever in the cockpit view. Yeah, Dan, I'm no practice either, mate. I don't know where the braking zones are. I don't know anything on this at all. And I'm also not used to racing these cars. Although this has done 1,318 miles, I think I've done 0 miles in this car. Oh, that was broke too early for this one. These cars stop on a sixpence. And they're slippery off the line. Goodness knows what they're going to be like when the rain comes. I haven't got a clue what the brake balance should be. Whoa. Whoa. The only problem is, Kuro, I'm not running on VR, so if I move my head, the screen doesn't move. Yeah, we got all sorts in this one. We got random time, random weather. Well, I say random time. I think it's 30 times time. So we're going to go day, night, day. I think it's like simulating a 24-hour race. Kuro will pull you in. Just to reiterate, this is not my event. This is Kuro's. I'm in his lobby. I am not in control this evening. Incidentally, guys, please pop along to Kuro's channel, YouTube channel. Give him a like and a sub. I don't believe that he's streaming this one tonight. He's got a couple of videos up there. Whoa! Whoa, you got to be pretty careful with the acceleration on this. Okay. This is quite a handful, even on soft tyres. Somebody else parked it as well. It was me that spun round. I think I spun round whoever was behind. Okay. It looks like Hellfire wants to join in. Yeah, I believe the damage is on light, not on heavy. So the damage will repair itself while we're running, rather than having to come in to fix the damage. I haven't run a race with full heavy damage on yet, but it does look quite interesting. And I do wonder whether it would make people think twice about ramming into people. Right, let's brake on the 100. Bit better. Yeah, I could just imagine carrying heavy damage around this track. Take you forever, wouldn't it, if you crashed in the first corner? It's going to be very interesting to see which is the best of the cars with BOP on. Aye. This is a bit of a handful. I'm going to assume there's a penalty on for that corner. Yes, there is. So just exploring where the track limits are for this one. Ooh, straight over there. Oi, 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 oi. I think we're certainly going to need a full half-hour of practice just to get the hang of these cars. Well, sorry, Mint. I think that's another track penalty going over there. As you can see, Hot Wheels, I am struggling to even keep it on the track. So, how am I doing so far? Pretty rubbish. Okay, so Mint's now got a slipstream on me. I don't know which car he's in. I don't know whether he just backed out of that. I think he must have backed out of that. So, I don't know which car it is. Is he in a Sauber? Is that what you call weaving? Is that not illegal? So we're running a 219 behind. It's going to be very interesting to see which cars people choose. Although BOP is on, closely matched will they be? Whoa. Just trying to get the power down is difficult. The hour, the actual race is an hour. And I'm not quite sure when quali is going to start and when the race is going to start now, because everything's all a bit up in the air. Plus, I have got to go and pick up my daughter, so I might not even get to finish the race, which is going to be a pain if we start too late. And I know that is out of Kuro's hands. Okay, brake in a straight line, accelerate in a straight line. Makes things a little bit interesting for this corner. You need to brake on the corner there. That first corner's a nightmare. Trying to avoid going off there is difficult too. That wasn't a good lap, that was awful. Hi Shumi. I mean, welcome to everybody that that has joined in the chat. I see Dan's in, Hot Wheels is in, Majo's in, so many people that I haven't actually said hello to, purely because we started off with some difficulties with the stream, and annoyingly I'm just looking at the tyres. In this period that we're running now, it doesn't look like we've got any tyre wear on, so I was interested to see how long the tyres were going to last, the soft tyres. So it looks like the strategic planning is going to go out the window, because I lost the half an hour. I was planning on coming on for half an hour in one of my own rooms just to see how the tyres lasted, and I've not had that luxury. So the actual race is going to be a complete topsy-turvy. Normally I go with the worst of the tyres off the line, so normally like the hard tyres, because we've got to run all 3 tyres in this. Do a lap, ditch them, and then go for another set of tyres, which are obviously quicker. But we've got weather in this one. So what I don't want to do is I don't really want to come out of the gates with the hard tyres, do a 1 lap on the hards, then come in and put, let's say, the mediums or the softs on, and then find that we're into a wet weather race and we're into intermediates being required a lap or 2 later. So I'm thinking that what I might do, and I'm still thinking about things, is start on the softs, run them until that weather hits or until the soft tyres have run out of tread, and then make some decisions as we go through the race, because this is going to be so unknown. I mean, you can't even look at the weather map for the last hour, because this is simulating a longer period of time. We've got 30 times time on. The weather from the last hour is going to have no bearing on the weather during the race. So strategy is going to be so interesting. Tyre choice is going to be so interesting. We certainly seem to be getting a few people in now. We've got 7 people in the room. I still have no clue how to do this corner. Aid's just done a 317. It's a nice lap. Kuro, all I can suggest, if you've got a few people that are struggling, maybe get them to do a router and PlayStation reboot. I don't know whether that is going to make any difference, but it will certainly rule things out. I seem to be running fine now since I've got in the room. I'm not having any issues right now at all. I don't seem to have any lag. The stream seems to be running good. I hope that the visuals and audios are good on the stream, but I don't think it's a YouTube issue. This is a PlayStation issue, but I'm not getting any lag in the game whatsoever at the moment. Although I haven't got any cars around me. Whether it would be like when we've got multiple cars, of course, I really do not know. So I think those are the cars that Kuro's just thrown up in the chat, the cars that we're allowed to run. Basically the legendary GR1 cars. Right, where am I going to brake for this one? Still didn't even notice a braking point there. That was all just gut feel. Oh, let's just smack the wall all the way through there. Stay off with that curb there because that's a penalty. Just getting the hang of getting this power down a bit now. What it's going to be like on the racing hard tyres, I'm not sure. I'm going to come in and do a run on the hards after this one. He's now done a 310. But yeah, that's a bit deep. M1, it might be worth just leaving it on the lobby page. Mine was taking up to a minute to refresh, and then I'd move across and go friends lobbies, and it was taking another, I don't know, half a minute to a minute. I wasn't timing it, but quite some significant time before it would actually display. Mint Daytail's got some beautiful liveries. Beautiful liveries. He did in the Honda race that we did on Friday. One of my favourite liveries of the night. It was beautiful, and he seems to have got, I've only seen it when I passed him once, or he passed me, whichever. Looked really, really, really nice. I love the colours as well, because it's like that Viennetta, mint Viennetta ice cream colour. Really, really cool. Still haven't picked a braking point into that corner. I need to find a brake reference. While we're talking about liveries, I'm actually running one of Mad Mikey's liveries, but, and I hope he doesn't take offence, because this was going to be effectively a 24-hour endurance race, I weathered it significantly, so it's quite a bit different to the one that he did. His is completely clean, a beautiful Red Bull livery. I've got my Red Bull shirt on, I've got the Red Bull on the windowsill, so fully Red Bull tonight. But I just want to shout out to Mad Mikey for a cracking livery that I am sporting on this car. Forgot where I was there. Let's just come out of there and we'll go into settings, and I'm going to try the racing hard. I want to see what the racing hard tyre's like around here. Hi, Caps Lock. Lester, welcome, my friend. Whoa, these hard tyres are much more slippery. A few corners we get track limits. One is that very fast right-hander before the main straight, and the other one is when you're coming up towards the end. There's a left-hander with a big runoff area and hatchings on the outside of the corner, and if you put a wheel over the curb there, you're into a into a penalty, so I've got to watch those two. Obviously we haven't got the chicanes. Those are other areas where there's often penalties, so we haven't got those to worry about tonight. Bump drafting will probably be a key thing in this race. Now I don't know who knows about bump drafting. I'm also not quite sure where my hazard lights are. Ooh, not that one. Oh yeah, now I've broken too late, or brake too late, whatever the word is I want. Okay, that's my hazard lights. So L3 down the bottom there. For those of you, well, give me a thumbs up if you do not know about bump drafting. Because if you do know about bump drafting and how to let somebody know to bump draft you, I won't waste my time talking about it. But I know there's a few new people around here. Got a few people joining. Hey, Dan's in the room now. Oh, I hit that wall again. I'm in the Porsche, if that's aimed at me. We've got the choice of the Porsche, Jaguar, Sauber, and a Mazda, I think. Those are the cars. A little bit earlier on in the chat, Kuro did do a shout out on the applicable cars. Yep. Ah, need to back on these brakes a bit harder and longer. That's one car that you need to keep a wheel in, and I've also got a track penalty from further back. So I think during that little first complex, we've got a couple of corners to worry about in there. You can see how dark it gets very, very quick. Somebody mentioned about brighter headlights. I wasn't able to find brighter headlights, but I have made sure that I've got the clear white headlights on this one. Yay, Tom's finally in. Looks like quite a few people are starting to get in the room. Joey, welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm a little bit out of touch on the chat at the moment, guys, purely because I was expecting to have a half an hour practice of my own and then half an hour practice in Kuro's lobby before the actual race, and all of that went to pot with logging on issues that a lot of us have had. I think it took me about half an hour to get in. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but it felt like it was about half an hour. So we're starting at 2025. Overshot that one. Just took an extra stab of throttle, which wasn't a very good idea. Looks weird when the cars ghost. You see the flames from the exhaust popping, but no car. Right, this is another one you don't want to cut. You go over that curb there, you're into a half-second penalty. Right, I think that might be the Sauber up ahead, which a few people said to me was the go-to car in this race. So I could well have the wrong car here. And I'm still struggling to hit that first corner. Have to lose a bit of speed, I think, on the way in. This is another one where you don't want to go over the curb on. Well, you can go over the curb, but not all four wheels over the curb. Right, how fast is that Mazda? Assuming Jackie boy is in the Mazda, of course. I think that's the one with the round lights on it. Not the Mazda, the Sauber. I think that's the Sauber. I get myself confused with the cars now. We're on 223, 224 in slip, so we've definitely got a slipstream now. Somebody wants me to check my phone. Hang on a minute. Let's just get over on the side. What am I checking my phone for? A friend request. Come on, phone. D Jomo 46 just accepted. Okay, just accepted, my friend. Whoa, that is so hard to see the distance boards in the dark. And one of the things I'm going to do before I do anything else is I'm just going to go and grab some soft tyres for the quali. This is hard enough in the daylight, let alone in the dark. Whole tyres out the pits. So all over the shop. Whoa. This is going to be interesting. Oh, it's a snooker on tonight. Oh, I didn't even know. Wow. Fair old few people in the room. We've got, why is my steering wheel doing stuff? Stop. Dan, Collie de Tom, Shumi, M1M Racing, Kuro, myself, Viper, Aid, Bones, Mint Detail, Hellfire, Jackie Boy. So I've got 12 runners, which is a good old turnout. And we've got a Sauber Mercedes, the 787B, the Nissan R92CP, a couple of those. I'm in the 962C, which is the Porsche. Viper's in the Porsche too. I'm not overly good on these cars. I know that the XJR is the Jaguar. That's the one with the panel that goes right way down the side, so you can't see the rear wheel. I've swapped out my wheels on this. Normally you have the white wheels, but unfortunately you can't put any detail on the wheels. So I had a grungy looking car with bright white wheels, which looked absolutely terrible. Because I wanted to go for a more grungy looking car, bearing in mind we're on effectively a 24-hour run. So that's the reason why I split those out. You've got Shumi and Kuro in the same livery, which is going to be interesting. Okay, Kuro's just reset for random weather. So obviously we had no random weather there. It also looked like we didn't have any tyre wear, which threw me a little bit. Just for the record, because I'm live streaming this and I'm watching my own chat, I don't know whether Kuro has got any chat facility running, like an audio chat, like a chat room or party. But I'm not involved with that purely because it's going to be hard enough for me to stream, watch the chat and race and not upset for everybody else, especially as this is somebody else's event tonight. It's going to be hard enough for me to do that and also listen to party chat as well. So yeah, I'm not doing that. So M1 has got the same livery as Kuro and Shumi, but a dirtied up, weathered look to it. So I'm glad I'm not the only one with a weathered up car in this one. Let me just join so you can see the car. For those of you that are just joining, 29 on the stream at the moment, please smack the like button if you will. That would be absolutely fabulous and I will love you forever. But the livery that I am running is a Red Bull livery that was put together by Mad Mikey, one of the subscribers on my channel. I don't know if Mad Mikey is around today. And he does a very clean livery. And he shared an editable version. So I hope he doesn't take offence. But I've really grunged it up a lot. Considering we're at Le Mans, 24-hour race with weather, I was thinking that I wanted a grungy looking car. So I have grunged it up myself. Can't share that with anybody because obviously it's Mad Mikey's livery, not mine. Which is a bit of a shame. But there we go. And obviously I've had to change the wheels because normally the wheels are like Hellfire's wheels. You see there, they're very full and white. Those are the wheels that are usually on this car. And you can't grunge them up. So you wind up with a grungy car. Why have I come out and racing mediums when I wanted racing softs? That's all changed. Car settings. Let's go with racing soft. Tyres. Just going to check and make sure that the host has ended the game. Ooh, Kuro, what have you done, my friend? I'm now in a situation where I can't tick the show rooms with friends box. Oh no! No. As M1 says, no! Lobby is a disaster. Kuro's loading back up. By the way, I'm sorry for drinking. I know it's very close to the microphone. Probably sounds horrible. But I've got a bit of a headache. And I haven't drunk enough today. As my missus keeps moaning at me that I'm not drinking enough at the moment. G-Dad, sup guys? How's it going? it's not. When we can get in the room, I keep chucking it off the track. But the biggest issue we've got at the moment is the room. Kuro, I was stuck in the dark and everyone else was on daylight. I was in the dark. I was at night. It was in daylight when you did the quali, but I was in the dark beforehand. Yeah, at the moment, Kuro, my PS5 is not doing anything. I'm back to the same old problem where it's just not doing anything. So I'm going to sit here and wait and see what happens. Yeah, so strategy is going to be really interesting in this one because we've got to run all 3 tyres, but dynamic weather's on, and that throws up 2 questions. Okay, I've just errored, Kuro. I'm erroring. Yeah, it throws up 2 issues. One is, what tyre do you start on? Because if the weather's going to come and you're going to jump onto the intermediates and wets, you don't want to have been on the slower hard tyres and then find that you never get onto the softs. But is the weather then going to clear up? So you could go hards to start, then wet tyres, and then medium and soft at the end. Or do you start on the softs to get them out of the way, run them for as long as you can, then dive in when the weather hits, assuming the weather does hit. And then, of course, if the weather does hit, and this is the $10 million question. This is the $10 million question. If the weather comes and you're running softs and you dive in and you put intermediate or wet tyres on, in other words, then it becomes effectively, I think, a wet weather race. Do you then still have to do the hard and the medium tyres? Nobody can answer that question yet. If you know the answer, shout it out in the chat for me. Give me a bit of a leg up on the competition with you guys. That would be really useful. Kuro, mine's doing nothing. I'm gonna do a reboot on the PS5. You know what's gonna happen? All 16 places will go on by the time I get in. Oh. At the end of the day as well, the time is ticking away, and I've got to pick up my eldest this evening, and getting a bit concerned about the time at the moment. If I'm perfectly honest, and what I don't want to do is I don't want to take a slot and then find that I have to finish early and I've ruined it for somebody else. So it might be that this just doesn't happen tonight for me, because I'm not going to hold everything up for everybody else. Come on. Kuro, don't wait for me, my friend. If you get a full room, just run it. I will stick around for as long as I can. But I don't want you to wait on me, especially if you've got a full room. When I said all tyres, the stipulation is racing hards, racing mediums, racing softs. So those are going to be the 3 tyres that we have to run. My question that I put out there, and nobody seems to be able to answer, is if within the parameters you say you've got to run the 3 tyres, but it's a wet race, do you still have to run all 3 tyres? Because I believe under FIA rules, if you are running, like in the Formula One, the let's say the softs and the mediums, and then it's deemed a wet race, then you don't have to run the other compounds. It is what it is. So I had to do rooms only with friends because there's too many pages. And I don't know what the PD rules are. I don't know what they are, Shumi. Orbulator. Well, if you have wet weather tyres, it still classes tyre change, I guess, if you go from softs to wet. Yeah, but the stipulation that Kuro has made in the race is that we've got to run the medium, soft and hard tyres in particular. All 3 of those need to be run. The big question is whether you come in or whether you risk it if it goes wet. And it might not be wet. It might not even be wet. We might be worrying about nothing. Right, Kuro, I am in. GDAB, because wets aren't mandatory, they would be a choice. Aid thinks if rain comes out, it counts as requirement on tyres. That's what I would think. But I'm not sure. I don't know. We're going to find out, aren't we? If the rain comes and we don't all pit, it will be interesting. And still, I've got the dilemma of, do you start on the soft tyres? Do you start on the hard tyres and keep the softs to the end? Then if you do that and the rain comes, you might never get the benefit of the softs. Because I often like to run with the slower tyres for a full lap, come in, swap them out for a better tyre and find you've got space rather than being fighting with everybody. Joey, I take it there's no quali. There is 15-minute quali, and just get on the track and get on with it. The problem we've got at the moment is getting people in the room. We're having terrible trouble with the servers tonight. Yeah, we had 12, 13, 14 people in a moment ago. We now only got 6. It's just taken me a while to get in the room. So it's a bit of a problem at the moment. Oh, why has it put me on those tyres again? I don't want to be on those tyres. It's because I've got them set as mediums as default in the main part of the game, I guess. Joey, I feel your frustration, mate. I think we're all feeling a bit frustrated, and I feel for Kuro. It's a nightmare when you host one of these things and the technology lets you down and there's nothing you can do about it. You just sit there thinking, oh, would it please just work? I've got all these people here come to support me, and then this happens and it's demoralising. Well, we got a damp track now. Look how damp that is. I'm assuming we're not in quali. This is just free running at the moment, just while we wait for more people to join. Don't quite know why my hazard lights went on, but turn those off. M1, I got frozen. Just hang fire, leave it for a few moments and it will probably come back to you. So anybody that is out there that is having hanging issues, just get into the lobby area, click the friends checkbox when you can, and just wait. It does seem to be coming back. It's just taking a very, very, very long time. I think they're sending a carrier pigeon from wherever to wherever rather than using technology. Not a jest. Oh, I broke too late. Well, I'd say I broke too late, but I managed to make that stick. There's a few of us on track trying to make good of the situation. Oh, of course I made that corner there because I'm on the soft tyres, aren't I? Which means I've got more braking power rather than being on the hards that I was on a minute ago. Kuro, it's fine, mate. You're trying to work with the issues of the technology and you're doing a grand job. I know you want to get on with it. Believe me, I've been here too many times. I'm just glad that we're running. For one, earlier on, I thought we were dead and not going to be able to do anything at all. So at least some of us are in, and it means the others will be able to get in. I think it's just patience is the word of the day today. And you know what? At the end of the hour, I might actually learn how to get around this track in this car. It's awfully slippery. It's very damp out here. M1, I don't think it's just you that we're waiting on. I think there's probably about another 4 or 5 people at least trying to get in. You are not alone. Oh, yeah. Got to change my angle of attack into that corner. Guys, just have some patience. Yeah, M1's in. It's just a case of waiting. Just a huge delay. I was the same. I was kept on jumping out, rebooting. It doesn't work. The only thing you can do is just push the button. Once you get into the room, it seems to be fine. And Kuro's managing things, so as soon as we get the same runners in the room, I'm assuming we will be kicking off, but it is his choice. I am just along for the run tonight. Aid, hopefully you'll be in a moment. Not particularly quick in this car around here, so I'm just trying to do some laps just to try and just get a little bit quicker. Otherwise I'm going to be trailing around on my own again. Keep clobbering this wall through here. This one you've got to be careful because of the track limit on this corner here. You go over that white line as I just did. So I think that's probably going to be a track limit penalty. Yeah, there we go. Just seeing how much I could cut that. And you've got to get it completely done without crossing that line at all through there. Oh, a bit too eager on the throttle there. Now this is the corner that I'm really struggling with, not this one. Well, this one isn't great, but this one coming up on the one onto the straight. This one here, so I'll stay over to the side. Cut that. Still going out over this. Can't get that corner right. I may well have to watch some of the others going through there and work out what the appropriate line is. I mean, I'm getting penalties, but I'm on 3:15.7s and Dan's done a 3:11.7. So, you know, 4 seconds is it's a lot. It is a lot. I was going to say it's not a lot when you got a 3-minute lap, but it's an awful lot of time. And as I said earlier on, strategy, bump drafting, there's a lot that's going to come into this one. Strategy is something I'm still trying to think about and get squared away in my head. I'm still not quite sure. Looking at the weather map is not going to make an awful lot of difference, if I'm honest. It will, looking at the map on the way through the race. So the weather radar, that is going to help. But the weather map that you can put on that shows the last hour's weather is not going to help us, because we're effectively doing a 24-hour race. Whoa. I'm looking at the chat again. Joey Tempest, subscriber count is ticking along nicely, Mitchell. Yes, it is. Thank you, and thank you to everybody that is subscribing and supporting my channel. It's brilliant. I'm getting a lot of people looking at the evergreen videos at the moment, especially with the weekly challenges. That change that PD have done has really helped no end. And I am going to be doing something completely mad in a couple of months' time, if and when I hit 2,000 subscribers. I'm planning a marathon event. I've already spoken to my family about it, and I've also spoken to my boss about it for the time off, because I will not be touching my phone on the day that I run that one. That's going to be a monster event. More details on that will be coming soon as I get them formulated. But yeah, 1400. At this point in the game, I was really not expecting. My plan was to have 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So to get 1400 by now is just amazing. And as I said before, thank you to everybody that is supporting me and continues to support me on this journey. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, where did I pick up that half penalty from? Half a second one. I'm not sure which curb I cut for that one. That's a pain. How are we doing, Kuro? Have we got everybody in, or are we still struggling? Waiting on 2. How many have you got in the room at the moment? As in, do you need to feel free to kick me if you've got a full room, because I am not sure whether I'm going to be able to finish this race in the time that we've got available. Wow, Dan braked really late for that corner. That Mazda's quick. don't believe that Kuro is streaming this on his channel, but please, and I've got the channel address at the top, I think I've gone too deep, please head over to his channel and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I think he's got a couple of videos up at the moment. It's a new channel, but please pop across and just hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you could hit the like button on this video, that would be fantastic, and I will really appreciate that. Crikey, Dan has disappeared on me. He's completely gone. He's super quick through there. Or did he just back out of the lap? I'm hoping he backed out the lap, otherwise I am terribly slow. Yay, 18. Yeah. I think that's going to be a corner cut going the other side of those cones. Thanks, Joey. Majo, there will be Sauber drivers in there. There were earlier on. I couldn't decide between the Sauber and the Porsche. In the end, I went with the Porsche for no good reason, but I mean, College of Thomas just done a 3099 and I'm languishing down in the 315s. Have I picked the wrong car again? More than likely, but I'm going to stick with what we're doing. I'm going to stick with this one. This is a car that I've got prepared for this race. It's the one I'm going to run. Oh, we've got a damp track again. Too deep. I need to brake just before the 50 on that one. Oh, that was nice through there. A little bit better. It's best I've done that so far. Got a few other areas in the lap that have been pretty grotty, so I'm not going to be writing home about this one anytime soon. 316. Told you it wasn't a good one. Yeah. Don't accelerate too hard through the middle of that corner. It's a temptation just to blip the throttle. It really doesn't help. Oh, it's all gone a bit black. It's all gone a bit black. Oh, this is where it gets serious. This is where it gets all a bit serious now. Good luck, everybody. Oh, it's sunny, but it's still slippery. Look at the track. It glistens. And all that glistens is not always gold. Oh, Maljo, did you not get in? Ah. God, Aid came down there really quick. I picked up a toe off him, but boy, was he shifting down there. Hey, no need to say sorry, my friend. I was the one who moved over on you. I just didn't think you were reaching me that quickly. You must have got a real turn of speed off of the last corner before the long straight. Just trying to get that acceleration down slowly. Oh, somebody's gone round. Jackie boy's gone round. I have a feeling that track limits and spinning is going to be key in this race, more than being super quick. I mean, obviously to win it you're going to need to be super quick and consistent and on it, but I think a lot of it is just going to be getting through the race. Unfortunately, I've caught right up behind Kuro to start this lap. This could be a good thing or a bad thing. As we hit the main straight, we could work together with a bit of bump drafting and get ourselves some good lap times, but we've just both blown it because I've just followed him off. I was watching the car, not the track. Again, one of my failings is to spend so much time running behind ghost cars to learn tracks. I get used to chasing the car and I forget to run the track. Right, I need a good run onto the back of Kuro now. I think he's a bit too far away. I need to be a little bit closer and then we could have bump drafted. But I'm not seeing any hazard lights, but I'm too far back anyway. So we'll see what happens on the next run. Oh, there we go. Got a bump draft from whoever that is behind. This is how bump drafting works. You can see how I'm catching up with Kuro ahead and the car behind is also catching. So working together, we can both catch up with Kuro. The car bump drafting me is helping both of us. However, that should be the last of the bump drafts as we head down into this corner. Oh, yeah. The problem is with the bump drafting, it's when to stop. The other thing as well is with the multiple skill levels, some of us are going to brake earlier and some of us are going to brake later than other people, purely because of our skills. And that is going to catch people out. Whoever was bump drafting me then, I might have just caught them out on the on exactly that. I might have broke a little bit early. Not quite sure. But also, if you are bump drafting somebody and you're in the slip, you've got to brake earlier because you're carrying so much more speed into the corner than you're normally carrying, and you've got a loss of downforce, so your braking isn't as efficient as it normally is. So, you know, when you are bumping, there is quite a lot to think about, and I often get it wrong. So if you see me bump drafting, just shout out to me braking, because invariably when I get into the braking zone, I overshoot and crash. I do it a lot. Oh, I might have just been over the line there. It's starting to go a little bit grey now. Oh, wrong gear. It's quite damp up here. So that's a 312, but I'm still 2 seconds off Tom. Oh, yeah, missed that one. Track's damp up here. Okay, no point in carrying on with this one. Not with that sort of penalty. Oh, so it's got quite a few people in this race. What have we got while we're here? We've got Tom, Dan, myself, Hellfire, Aid, Mint, Detail, Jackie Boy, Viper, Bones, M1M, Kuro, Shumi. So we've got 12 runners. Shame we couldn't get Marjo in. But as I found with hosting these events, you have to throw the switch at some point. Especially when you've got technical issues like this and you're running late. Oh. Quali is, I'm all over the place at the moment. I'm not quite sure who was bumping me then. I think it might have been Tom, I'm not sure. That's helped me a lot in that particular run. But that possibly doesn't mean that my quali time is representative of how I'm racing. You can see how powerful the bump draft is on this long straight without the chicane. It's massive. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Hi Reese. How are you, my friend? Hot Wheels. The Hot Wheels collector. What Hot Wheel models you got? I'd love to know. I've got a few models, Babaggio and a couple of Danbury Mint ones. I haven't got any Spark ones yet. They're just too expensive. Although I'd love to get some, but they're way too expensive. I think the Hot Wheels are supposed to be pretty good quality as well. Some of their larger models. Seem to lose the 100-meter board there. Good to see it. So this is my outlap, which is not going to be representative, but it'd be interesting to see what we're doing while we're not running in any slipstream. Still not quite sure about my braking point there. Oh, Tom's gone quicker still. Can he break the 310? Have I picked the wrong car? The BOP is on, but I think there's still subtle differences between the cars. Some could be quicker down the straights, some could be quicker through the corners. And then of course everything comes down to driver ability. And I am not the fastest around here. There are quicker drivers than me. Only that 310 was a real lap. Got a little bit deep into there. Oh, shoo me! No! I was going to use you down the back straight. Fortunately, you just exited left. Right, even. Driving, don't know my left from my right again. Right, don't go over that line. Don't go over the line. So, compromise that corner just a little bit to make sure we didn't get a track limit penalty. So can we get a slip off of the car in front? We seem to be a little bit quicker, but I'm not sure that we're going to catch him quick enough. This Porsche isn't the quickest car to get up to speed. We can get 220 normally, but it is damp and wet. I'm still not picking up a slip on the car in front. So I'm not going to help that car. That car's not going to be able to help me. I might just get a little bit of help at the end here, but it's going to be too little too late. Seemed to brake a bit too early there. I'm not sure who's in front or what car they're driving, but they're pretty quick. Alright, it's Bones in the Jaguar, I think. Jaguar's really quick down the straight, but it's not quite so quick through the twisty section, in my opinion. Over the line, I've gone over the line again, that's a penalty. It'll be a representative lap, but it won't be a qualifying lap. I might have to step back and actually do a safe lap. Or did I manage to keep a wheel in? We kept a wheel in, but a 113 against a 308. Sorry, a 313 against a 308. That's woeful. Oh, that could be a limit, track limit warning. Yeah, and I'm not going to get another one, so it's no point in resetting. That's this one done, and I'm over on that one as well, or might have just kept that in, possibly. Let's have a little look, see if that track penalty clicks up again. That's interesting, because it looked like the car was over the white line, but I was still on the curb with the right hand tyres, and it looks like that's accepted it as a good corner. but we're falling down the order. We're down, looks like we're 6th at the moment, 3.5 seconds off the pace, which is not as much as it was earlier on, but it's still too much. But I have been running in clean air. I don't know whether Tom did that with the slipstream or not. The slipstream is massive down here. It really is. If you can get, as we saw earlier, a bump draft situation going on, it is massive. You can get somebody out front and then like a second and third place, they can work together and catch up with that leader very, very quickly, and there is very little that the leader can do about it. In the dry, on the soft tyres, it looks like I can brake a bit later than I am there. So strategy wise is all over the place. We've got to run all 3 tyres. However, we've got dynamic weather, which means it could be wet. It could well rain midway through this race. So the strategy is an interesting one. Do you go with your best tyres to start with, and then if the rain comes, you've used them when you're on the wet tyres? Do you go with the slower tyres and then pit early and hope the rain doesn't come? We've got 30 times weather, 30 times time on this, if you get what I mean. So I think we're going day, night, day, and obviously looking at the 1 hour prior weather map is not really going to help us very much. So I'm going to be looking at the clouds in the sky, looking at the lights. Obviously you can't do that at night, so we're going to need to be watching the owing radar as well through this and making judgment calls all the way through this race. So at this point I'm going to be flicking across to the weather radar just to have a look and see what's going on with the weather, then back to the radar, or we might even just, depending on how things are going, might just have the weather map on just to keep an eye on the weather. Can't take too many of those curbs. Whoa. So Hot Wheels, what is your strategy for this race? Oh, I just went through it. My strategy for this one is I'm going with the soft tyres to start with, which isn't my preferred. I'm going to monitor the weather because I'm going to run as far as I can on the softs. Also, I don't know how many laps I'm going to get out of the soft tyres. So we'll run with those as long as we can. We'll then review the situation. Probably jump onto the mediums at that point if the weather isn't coming in, and leave the hards till the end. I think that's the way I'm going. If the hards are seriously slow, then you've got the question, because it's such a long lap, do you then come in and only run 1 lap on those hards? There is so many things to think about in this one with regards to strategy. The dynamic weather it throws another spanner in the works. I tend to find as well, personally, the racing soft tyres are a little bit easier to run with, I find, when it's damp than the hards. Whether that's the same for everybody, I don't know. So it's just going to be crazy. So good luck, everybody. Good luck. I don't know how many. I think we still just got the 12 runners in this one. Yeah, 12 runners. So you can see all the runners on the screen there. We're starting in 1 minute. So I'm just going to do a quick check. I'm on soft tyres. My setup, I've just gone with the bulk standard setup because I'm hopeless with setups. And in particular, you know, I don't want to go with a heavy downforce or a light downforce or whatever and then find I've messed that up. So I'm hoping that it's going to be medium. Obviously the ECU ballast and power is all 100. It's all BOP set anyway. Otherwise the car is bulk standard. I haven't done anything to it other than set the livery, and you can see the livery up there. If you're on a phone, it's going to be quite small. If you're on a television, it's you can actually see it. The livery is Mad Mikey's delivery. Mad Mikey's livery, and I rightly or wrongly have just weathered it up a little bit. It's a beautiful livery, really nice. So I've got Red Bull livery on the car, Red Bull shirt on, Red Bull sitting on the shelf with full Red Bull tonight. which probably means I've got a flipping great target on the back of my car. But otherwise, yeah, we've got some a right old mix of cars in here. I can't remember which are which. I think the 787B is possibly the Sauber. We've got the 962 is the Porsche. A few of those. We've got the 4 cars to run in. The Jaguar's in there as well. The Jaguar is really quick down the straights. I found it to be very quick down the straight, but I did struggle with it around the bends a little bit. And College had told me that 787, it's quick. Oh, it's quick. So, good luck everybody. Oh, getting a little bit of a tag from behind. Oh, that's somebody gone round already. Thankfully, it wasn't me that caught that car. Got a bit of a bump from behind, but thankfully I was on the brakes, so I was able to bury the brakes a little bit more, make sure I didn't tag the cars in front of me, so I'm not slowing down. I don't feel that I need to give anything back out of all of that. I think we're good. Oh, I nearly ran into the back of Aid there. So this is where the old slipstream comes into play. The cars behind have got a slipstream. It doesn't look like I'm picking up a slipstream off of Aid. Annoyingly, he's weaving around a little bit. And you can see the cars behind catching with the slip. I've got a bump off of Dan behind. Thank you, Dan, for that. Much appreciated. You can see how that's helping me to catch up with Aid. But you've got to be very careful when you get down the bottom here with the bumping and you're braking. Make sure that you don't go too far. So hopefully we won't get another bump. Just had to leave a bit of room on the outside there for Aid. He's got a quicker car through here. Not quite sure which car that is, but oh, looks to be the quicker car, if I'm honest. Managed to stay out of the way of those two. Felt like I got a little bit of a bump through there. I'm not sure that I did. I think it might have just been me. Oh, yeah, I did get a bump. Look, I've got rear damage. That was why I had trouble getting the power down there. So somebody must have run into the back of me through there. So I need that to clear up pretty quick. In a moment. Right, when's that cleared up? That's cleared up now. So I've just been a little bit cautious. What I want to do is I need to get across onto the weather radar. Nothing on the weather radar right now, so we're good to go. For another one, the clouds look okay in the sky. Don't be too greedy through there. Very easy to overshoot the second part of the chicane there. That Mazda's quick, very quick. But also I found it was a bit lively in the corners. I tended to find the Porsche is quite a nice all-rounder. Right. Don't cut this corner, don't cut the next corner, slide in a little bit. This is one that you don't want to cut because you're going to wind up with a track penalty. Now the guys behind are going to be working together. Tyre wear is looking interesting. I'm just going to go 2 to the front just to take a little bit of wear off the rear tyres. See if I can make these rears last just a little bit longer. I might have to push it forward a little bit more. We'll have to see how things goes. Yeah, Joey, just pick that one up. I might even need to throw it forward even more. I've noticed the clouds as well. Yep, thank you, my friends. I've got my pit crew is in the room. Here we go. I love it when I got my pit crew to help me through this. They've got my back. They're gonna watch me. Little bit damp through here still. You guys will let me know if you think I need to go another step on the old brake balance. I'm thinking about possibly 3, just to take a little bit more off these rear tyres. Just a little bit cautious through there. That looked pretty wet. Just trying to get it slowed down for that one turned in. Bit too cautious. That's enabled the car behind to close up quite a fair bit. Oh, slippery there. And he's a really quick driver behind me. I can't think about that right now. Just got to keep this going. What? How many more laps we're going to get out these tyres? Also, how quickly the wear is going to drop off. So that's just, I think we're only going to get 10 minutes out of these tyres. Oh, that's too deep. That's going to be a penalty. Not a lot we can do about that. Just don't want to stack these penalties up too much. Oh no! No! No, 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 no. Is that everybody gone or just me? Oh, man. Can I just say that I've never done a lap in front of Dan before? All gone. Everybody's gone. Oh, man alive. Kuro, my friend, I am so sorry. Kuro, I think we need to reschedule this for next weekend, my friend. Rerun it. For what it's worth. That's a very good point, M1. I won. Yes, I'm going to take the win. Cancel till next Sunday. Good decision, Kuro. Good decision. Yay, I won a race. I won. Oh, yeah, I'll do that, Joey. I'll spray the room. Yay. Okay, all right, we'll take a rain check till next week. I need to pick my eldest up at 10 o'clock anyway, so I was going to need to bail. The truth be known, I was going to need to bail on that one. It's a shame because Dan was right there. I was quick through a couple of corners, but some of them he was so good. Quite clearly, guys, I need to do some practice this week. And the big question is, which car? I like the Porsche. But there was a few quick cars in there. A few quick cars. So we're going to redo this next Sunday at the same original time, which was 7:30. The lobby was going to open. We were then going to start the quali at 8 o'clock and then kick the race off around about 8:20. Those were the timings. So what I would say is I'm going to flip the event back on in Discord tomorrow. I'm going to call it a night tonight because this is hopeless. And we will reconvene next week and do it all again. And, well, can I keep it in front again? Can I do it? We will see. That was really cool. It was good while it lasted. These cars are great. They are stonkingly quick. It was really, really interesting with that weather. I mean, it was dry in parts, damp in others. Really gets you thinking. And yeah, really, 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 really interesting. Right. Okay. Well, I am going to call it a night there, guys. My heart goes out to Kuro. I'm really sorry, mate. It's a real pain when you put these things together and you promote them and you get people along. And so I've got one favour to ask of everybody on the channel. I've got 22 people watching at the moment. Can you dive across to Kuro's channel? It should be linked in the chat, I think, at the top. Just head over to his channel, smack that subscribe button. Just show some love. That would be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. And as Kuro said, thanks everybody for trying. It just was not to be. Exactly. Kuro, thanks for putting this one on. But I am going to head out now because it does mean I can pick up my eldest in good time. Hopefully, I'll see you back normal time tomorrow for some random lobby racing. The daily race B, I think, is Dragon Trail Seaside, which is a track that I have never got to grips with. So maybe this is my week to follow the ghost and see if I can actually nail that track once and for all. Whether I do any daily races, I'm not sure. It could well be towards the end of the week before I feel comfortable enough, because a lot of people, as Kushti mentioned to me, know that track, but it does have the chicane of death, which is interesting. Haven't looked at Daily Race C. So I don't know how things are going to go this week. We shall see. Anyway, look after yourselves, guys, and I will see you very soon. If you haven't already, please smack the like button on the way out, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.